Hello. So right now I'm doing a reflection video about the assignment one in for the last week. Okay. First one is the importance of nitrogen cycle in the aquatic environment. Nitrogen cycle, a mechanism that converts the nitrogen into a substance that can be absorbed by the organism, consists of nitrogen fixation, nitrification, ammonification, denitrification, and assimilation. The important is to maintain the nitrogen cycle and as the source of food for marine organisms. Okay. Next is the importance of sulfur cycle in the aquatic environment. Sulfur cycle starts when the sulfur cloud will release as a factory residue. Then it reacts with water or just water to form sulfide. This sulfide will be absorbed by the phytoplankton or aquatic plant. Next is the importance of phosphorus cycle in the aquatic environment. It is functioning in driving growth, metabolism, community composition of ocean microorganisms. It is also to increase the population of aquatic plant and animal. Also, as the limiting factor, which is to increase the rate of photosynthesis. As important as phosphorus is in the nature, the artificial enrichment of phosphorus in water bodies is harmful to an ecosystem balance. This extra phosphorus in the water degrades water and habitat quality through the eutrophication. Okay. Next one is the importance of carbon cycle in the marine environment. Carbon dioxide from the atmosphere dissolves in the surface of water of the ocean. Some of the carbon dioxide stays as dissolved gas, but much of it gets turned into the other things. Photosynthesis by tiny marine plants in the sunlit surface water turns the carbon into an organic matter. Many organisms use carbon to make calcium carbonate, a building material of shell and skeletons. Other chemical processes create calcium carbonate in the water. The using up of carbon by biological and chemical processes allows more carbon dioxide to enter the water from the atmosphere. Next one is the importance of silicon cycle in the aquatic environment. In natural environment, silica found in various forms of solid silicon dioxide, as mineral silicate and as the dissociated anion of silica acids. Silica forms the skeleton structure of a variety of aquatic plankton, such as diatom. It is important nutrient cycling primary production in aquatic, and its cycling is controlled by the interplay between the biological and the physiological processes. The unused silicon will be sediment at the bottom of the sea. During the upwelling, the sedimented silicon will be brought to the euphotic water layer where it will be consumed by the other organism for growth. Okay. The next one is factor controlling the saltiness in seawater. Saltiness means the salinity, that is the concentration of dissolved substance in the water. It have many factors, but sometimes it depend on its place because every place got on their own environment. Like the ocean, we got many ocean in the world, like the Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean. Okay. The factor is the evaporation against the precipitation. If there is more evaporation than precipitation, the salinity decreases because salts are not evaporated into the atmosphere along the water. The next one is the large river meeting the seas. Large river have more impact on the seawater salinity as compared to the small river and stream, which make the salinity change. Also, the temperature and depth also affect the salinity of the water. Okay, the last one is the important and problems of the solids in the aquatic environment. There are two types of solid found in both freshwater and seawater. That is total suspension solid and the total dissolved solid. In the seawater, it influences the food and oxygen produced by letting the amount of light penetrating through the water column. In the freshwater, calcium ion as the primary ion responsible for inhibiting hatch of salmon eggs exposed during the fertilization. The problems in the seawater, TSS affect the coral reef and the benthic invertebrate, while in the freshwater, deposition of TSS in river beds reduced the development and survival of salmon's eggs. Okay, that's all the reflection of the assignment 1. Thank you.